memories last. Laughs and adventures, time flies so fast. On Saturday night, we're having a blast, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Eric and Darrell are pretty cool. Eric and Darrell are totally rad. Eric and Darrell are excellent. Eric and Darrell are live. E&D live. Oh, E&D live. Oh yeah. E&D live. Oh, E&D live. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Eric and Darrell are pretty cool. Eric and Darrell are totally rad. Eric and Darrell are excellent. Eric and Darrell are live. E&D live. Oh, E&D live. Oh yeah. E&D live. E&D live. Yeah, yeah, yeah. At Showbiz Pizza, you can act like a kid. You can have more fun than you ever did. You can giggle, you can wiggle, you can flip your lid. Showbiz Pizza, where a kid can be a kid. At Showbiz Pizza, you can turn it loose. Make 'em laugh, have some fun, be a silly goose. You're a kid, shout it out, that's what we're all about. Showbiz Pizza, where a kid can be a kid. At Showbiz Pizza, now the lights are out. Empty booths, broken games, robotic limbs strewn about. A child's paradise turned into despair. Haunted by visions of a fat gorilla that's no longer there. Oh, Showbiz Pizza, your glory days past. A kingdom of joy that just couldn't last. Explaining to our kids why we're so weird about some pizza place that disappeared. Fuck Showbiz Pizza, the pizza wasn't even that good. Yo, E to the D. You're locked on E&D. Let's go. Live and direct. Turn the volume up. It's E&D live. Overflow your cup. Yo, check the vibe. Yo, check the vibe. Eric dropping the beat. Darrell in the mix, keep it wild on repeat. Cut it up sharp with a scratch so precise. E&D live, bringing flavor, that's nice. Darrell in the place. Eric on the bass. E to the D, now shake the space. E to the D, yo, it's on tonight. E&D, left the vibe just right. E to the D, come on, feel the flow. E&D, now start the show. Slice it up. Yo, it's Eric. Yo, it's Darrell. On the ones and twos, now watch us unravel. Mixing it tight, taking over the night. E&D live, turn it up, that's right. E to the G, it's wild, it's lit. Feel the beat, don't stop. E&D, turn it up, make it pop. E&Dive, rock the crowd, that's true. E&Dive, know what you're gonna do. Taking it to the next level. Mic check 1 2, lights flash blue, chat room functional on YouTube. Synchronized watches, time moves slow, minutes remain until the E&D live show. Eric and Darrell, systems go. They know things we'll never know. Eric and Darrell, they are super bad. Like holy shit, they're totally rad. Connection solid, bandwidth strong. Hope the stream lasts all night long. The signal is green, pipeline is clear. E&D live draws near. Eric and Darrell, sisters go. They know things we'll never know. Holy shit, they're totally rad. Go, 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 go. Eric and Darrell. Go, 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 go. Eric and Darrell. Go, 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 go. E&D live. Hell yeah, dude. Flim flam whizzle hop blippity bop. Wiggle waggle ziggity zap, don't stop. Fribble frabble whizzle wub a little bit. Eric and Darrell are awesome as shit. Wobble wibble zappy zap, hey hey hey. Jibbity jabbity, all day we play. Shickety shackety, flippin' the vibe. Hold on tight, it's E&D live. Eric and Darrell, the kings of the zizzle. Eric and Darrell, bring in the whizzle. Eric and Darrell with a bop and a bizzle. Eric and Darrell, making it sizzle. Oh yeah, do-do-do-do-do. Bloop blap zizzle zap, crank up the beat. Flim flam razzmatazz, move your feet. Shamalama ding dong gabbity get. Eric and Darrell are awesome as shit. Wibby wubby ziggity zoom, let's go. Shifty shifty twisty twisty, oh whoa. Flickety flappity thrive and jive. Eric and Darrell, it's E&D live. Eric and Darrell, the legends of fun. Brighter than 1,000 suns. Wild and wicked, they always thrive. Make some noise for E&D live. Oh yeah! Do 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 do. Boopity beep bop biddly bop. Eric and Darrell just can't be topped. Snizzle snazzle pippity pow. All hail the duo, give 'em a bow. Eric and Darrell, they're one of a kind, bringing the magic to blow your mind. Show's about to start. High five! Forever and ever, it's E&D live.
My boyfriend's mom loves Eric and Darrell. She loves them more than her designer apparel. Do do
spaceship fueled by the fires of hype. E&D Live is the show of your life. So grab your popcorn, a soda, or maybe a snack. Yeah, turn up the volume, there's no turning back. No, legends are made in the glow of the spotlight. E&D Live, it's going down tonight. Oh yeah! E&D, be there, do there. No. Legends are made in the glow of the spotlight. E&D Live, it's going down tonight. Oh yeah! E&D, yeah. E&D Live, be there or be square.
All right, everybody, welcome to Eric and Darrell.
We are live in April. This is our April show.
That's right. We're staying on target. Stay on target. Stay on target.
We are. So far, so good.
Yeah.
Four shows this year. We ain't gonna skip one. And
Not a single one.
And Darrell's been doing all the thumbnails this year, and they are all amazing.
That's been fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's Eric. Here's me. Sadly, we have no Larry today. He is working, but not lawyering. He is schlepping the comics. That's right. He's doing his side gig this weekend. But we can't just leave you hanging. We're gonna bring in a friend of ours, a new friend of ours. His name's Kevin, and he comes all the way from Des Moines, Iowa. Let's bring on Kevin.
Man, I am no replacement for Larry. I mean, you take the energy level and just dice it.
Come on, come on.
Yeah. No, I like Larry. He's good. I'll do my best, but me excited is kind of like, I don't know. I get compared to that comedian in the '80s that's real deadpan all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
I guess.
I know who you're
Yeah, he
talking
was in
about.
Half Baked and stuff like that, right? Right?
Yep.
Stephen Wright. Is that right?
Stephen Wright.
Oh,
yeah.
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 Cool.
I'm just not a very animated person. But I
you're an
appreciate you guys
incredibly-
having me on.
You're an incredibly knowledgeable person, so I think that makes up for it.
Well, yeah. Oh, I appreciate it.
So, just for any of you who may not know who Kevin is, I came across Kevin because we were doing Larry reviews, or we were about to do Larry reviews, and we shot the pilot. I was a little disappointed in maybe some of the set dress. I'm going to throw Larry under the bus real quick because we were talking about like bringing stuff, get the records and blah, blah, blah. And we need a record player for the set. And he's like, yeah, I got a record player. I was like, okay, cool. Great. I won't schlep it from Atlanta all the way to Huntsville. Get there. And he shows up with like almost like this Fisher Price turntable thing,
Bummer.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah,
Piece of crap.
this is not what I had in mind at all.
sure.
So I took it upon myself. I'm like, okay, I'm going like full hi-fi system. Started researching, came across your YouTube channel and like wasted so much time watching video after video after video. Like I had forgotten what I was actually doing. I just got sucked in by your content.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely love the channel. Um, you're killing it. You got a great audience, and you're just so thoroughly knowledgeable about hi-fi
Did
system.
stereo? Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
Yeah, we
how did,
kind of live it, you know. We've been a brick and mortar building, you know, our brick and mortar business going on about 10 years, and it really all started. I was doing a lot of home theater installations, stuff like that.
oh
And
really?
and people, well, what would happen is people would say, "Oh, I've got this old, you know, piece of junk 1978 Pioneer down in the basement." You know, and a lot of these people were pretty well off. And I would say, "Well, you know, I don't know, what do you want us to do with it?" And they're like, "Well, you dispose of it, or do you want it?" And I'm like, "Sure." And then I would go home, I'd get on eBay, I'd post it up, and pretty soon I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know, with a little bit of spare time after work, I was actually making more money than I was installing home theater equipment.
Yeah.
And, you know, eventually I was just like, I'd just gotten married and I was like, what do you think? You know, you think I could give this a go before we're financially strapped and everything? And, you know, it just, I got in at the right time too, because there was kind of a resurgence, especially with, you know, the pandemic, that kind of thing, where people just really dove into stereo equipment, vintage stereo equipment. So
Right.
definitely got lucky. Well, I'll put it that way. But, you know, we've been doing it ever since, and the business just keeps on growing and growing. And so I have no complaints. It's been a lot of fun.
That's
And there, you know, I'm a YouTube junkie. I discovered you guys a few years ago. And, you know, again, it was kind of like, you know, I was watching these videos and I felt like I was watching me and my friends. And I'm sure you get this all the time. I can only imagine, you know, because you guys are so relatable, you know, and you're not, I shouldn't say you're not the cool kids, but you guys you were having fun naturally.
Yeah.
And that's what I think really attracts people, at least to your, you know, your older nostalgic videos. But, you know, being the YouTube junkie I am, and, you know, just being like, this is a really cool thing that I'm getting a lot of information from, you know, being able to fix a water heater or my air conditioner or appliances just by going on YouTube, typing in something. And I'm like, you know, a lot of people would probably like to understand maybe a few basics about vintage to maybe be able to do some of it themselves. And I was like, you know, I just threw up a camera and hit record, as like you guys did. And, you know, I found an audience in this tiny little niche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of YouTube survives off of that. It seems to be a lot of niche, and that's kind of what really blows up on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think it can for people like me that aren't really extroverted, you know, or you know, an entertainer, let's say. You know, I think you have all kinds of different genres. We have people that are giving information, and you have entertainment channels. You've got, you know, every kind of channel out there. But that's the beauty of YouTube, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. So yesterday, it was yesterday, wasn't it?
It
Yeah,
was.
it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday we were on your channel. Why don't you tell everybody like what we were doing?
One of the cool things about the channel is it's brought, you know, it's opened up a lot of doors, and it's brought some really cool people, you know, to contact me. And Eric is one of them. He is a huge, Eric Singer, of course, from Kiss.
Yeah.
He is a huge vintage stereo enthusiast, fan, whatever you want to call it. And, you know, we ended up connecting. He emailed me, and we've talked several times. The guy's just as cool as they get. And, you know, asked him if he'd want to do a live stream with you guys, and he's like, of course. And so there it was, you know.
That was awesome.
That's simple. Yeah.
That was a blast. I loved the topic. It really forced me to, you know, go back and really dig through some stuff that I hadn't listened to in a long time. And so it was a lot of fun. Really.
Oh man,
really enjoyed it.
you guys were awesome. I needed that. I was so glad you accepted too, because some people are, it's not easy, especially live where you're constantly thinking about every word you say because in all honesty, any one of us could say the wrong thing and, lose a lot of subscribers. So yeah, being hyper focused like that, some people kind of struggle with it. I'm not great at it by any stretch, but it's one of those things you just got to do.
Yeah.
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 One of the things that we talked about, well, I guess the main thing we talked about was underrated 80s metal albums. And I was getting down into the cheese a little bit.
Yeah,
And
you were.
so I had mentioned Thor, and this is funny because Thor Unchained, we were talking to our friend Mark Weiss, who is a legendary rock photographer. He's done so many covers, album cover artworks. He's taken everybody's photo in concert, in studio. I mean, anyway, so we were texting with him last night. Hey, yeah, we're on the show, and he's friends with Mark Singer and everything. He's friends with everybody, but he was looking through he was watching the episode, and he's like, "Oh my God, Thor! I did that cover, right?" And I'm like, "What?"
No way.
So he was Thor's photographer. He took this picture and everything. And he's like, "Man," I was like, "Shoot, I didn't know that you did that. You've done everything, obviously, but like, I would have mentioned you or talked about it, but I had no idea." Uh, anyway,
That is crazy.
I
Total
know.
Fabio
Yeah,
cover.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Right?
Yeah. Or like a romance novel, that you would get at a department store. That
Yeah.
type of thing. Yeah. You just need a tiger and some shrubbery or something.
Right. But so then so then I thought, hey, why don't we mention that Mark Weiss is working on a magazine? So you remember, like, in the 80s, obviously, like the Parade and Metal Edge and all of those circus, there was a ton of them, and they all just kind of faded away. And they're pretty much not existent now, but he's bringing it back. And we're going to be, let's see if I can get Thor off my screen here for a second. Him and Mikhail, they are rocking out this magazine. It's called Rocked, and it is freaking sweet. Got the centerfold going. He's got a whole website here. If you go to rockedmag.com, that is where it is. And if somebody could drop that in the chat room, that'd be cool too. But I told him I would mention this because we're going to have him on the show next month. There he is. There's Mark and Mikhail. They're both doing this magazine out of their house. They're doing this by themselves, and it's a really nice quality one. In fact, I don't have one yet though.
I did get he sent me a package in the mail.
Oh, hey. I got one of those
Oh my
too.
God.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, I got one too.
So what we'll do after the intermission is we're going to unbox this thing, and look, it's thick. He sent other things in here too. So, and I don't know, and he didn't tell me exactly what. So we'll just find out together after the after the intermission. So we'll check that out. And anyway, yeah. So we'll get back into Rock Mag, but I'm excited because this is like really actually bringing rock magazines back, with the full color and everything. Anyway, excited about that.
Are they doing like interviews with the artists from back in the day and just covering old concerts, or what are you guys seeing? And
that's a good question. I guess we'll be getting like all the full details. Actually, if the magazine is in here, we'll know right away. But we're gonna get right. Yeah, we'll get all the deets.
Yeah.
And then we'll have them on the show. So, yeah.
Very cool.
Ace Frehley's holding it. He's got a video of all these different rockers, like talking about it. Slaughter. Kiplinger. Anyway, pretty cool, pretty cool. And Mark
Very
is in the
cool.
chat room, by the way. Hi, Mark.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Awesome. Sweet. Anyway, but yeah, we had a good time on your show, and now we've connected, and now we can suck you into the E&D universe.
No,
So,
I'm glad to come into this space. It's
Yeah.
it's very fun. Yeah, it is. Got a
um,
good vibe to it.
Yeah. And let's see, what do we want to tackle first here on our agenda? Because we have tons of stuff to go through, topics and games and different interactive things. I know that you're not going to be here all night with us, so maybe we'll do my clothing quiz first.
Yeah, let's
Just
do
because
that.
that's fun and different and weird. So ChatGPT or Sora came out with a new image generator that looks really amazing, and you can do some really fun things with it. So I decided to create kind of a quiz, a visual quiz. So we're gonna start with a product design, like an ad, right, for clothing and accessories. And these are like product shots of famous characters from the 80s. So it could be a rock star, it could be from a movie, from TV, and obviously it's going to start super easy and then get more obscure. So all right, well let's begin, and the chat room can play along. They're really not that hard, really. So we're gonna get started with the first one.
That's tough.
Obviously, everyone knows that's Iron Man. So,
Right.
and you know what's funny is like I was gonna have like the picture of the clothing, and then I go to the next slide, and then it's
The
an
answer.
image that I made with Sora, but for some reason it was like, oh, copyright. I can make all these characters except for Indiana Jones. You can't type Indiana Jones into ChatGPT. It's like, no, I won't have it. So anyway, so this is the only slide that I didn't get to make myself, but we'll go to the second one. All right. Anybody? Another obvious
Michael
one.
J. Fox, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, yeah,
Marty
yeah.
McFly.
And Marty McFly. Yeah.
And then so this is if you
How
if you say-
adorable.
in the style of 3D cartoons, then it'll create this style for
Like
you.
a Pixar.
Yeah. So it's kind of fun. This next one here.
Mr. T.
I
Yes.
pity the fool who gets this
yeah,
one wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Best
then
Rocky ever. Number 3.
Yeah,
there's,
right.
yeah, right.
Clubber Lang.
B.A. Baracus.
Oh yeah.
Great
18.
soundtrack too.
I don't.
Rocky
It definitely had Frank Stallone in it. His songs were so bad.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, they were horrible.
All right. What do you think about this?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything on that.
Oh, I know it. It's really a kind of a bad representation, but
Yeah, but you
I
get the
get it.
gist.
John Johnson.
yeah,
Hey,
Miami
yeah.
Vice.
There you go. Crockett.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
The what's the Crockett theme? How's it go, Daryl?
Axel. Oh no.
Because that's Jan Hammer.
Yeah,
were talking
he
about
came up yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
John.
That's right, John. Yeah.
John Hammer.
Jan Hammer.
That's the theme.
Yeah, that's the theme. Yeah.
That's Crockett's theme. Yeah.
Crockett's theme. Yeah. So there's the 3D version. Okay, we're getting real hard now.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
Yeah, there you go.
hey, that's pretty good. So I did the whole team there. I just decided why not. I think my prompt was like a promotional sitcom photo or something like that, and it did a pretty good job of putting them all together.
Yeah, we won't get erased at all.
Okay, anybody?
yeah.
There's a third. Ignore the third shoe.
Cheers.
It's missing
Yes.
one of
Yes.
these.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go.
That's right. That's right. Cliff Clavin.
Yep.
Yeah,
And,
why is there a third shoe?
I don't know.
Was he?
AI
known to
has
carry
a
one
tough
around?
time with hands and feet.
Yeah.
right.
That's its kryptonite.
Right. So that's a great shot here.
Have you ever been to Cheers, Kevin?
Oh no, Where I don't even know where it's at. Boston, maybe.
Boston.
Boston.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
On
Should I have
separate
said who-
occasions, Eric and I have both been there.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love it.
Am I
Yeah,
supposed to
nice
say that in the form of a question? So, what is Boston?
What is
Yes.
Boston? Yeah.
There they are, man. It's like my favorite show ever. And I did see what the 2D cartoon
You just
would look
really
like. Too, so.
leaned into
I
this
did. I
one.
got a little sidetracked on that one. Okay, let's go to the next one here. All right. Probably pretty easy for
Oh.
Yeah,
right.
I think I know it too. Yeah.
Will the chat get this?
Will the chat. Hey, there we go, Cheryl.
Funky.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Child's play. Not quite.
Okay. You'll probably get this one too.
Hmm.
I'm sure.
Vampire Lestat?
No? I mean, the glasses and the crop. There you go. Guilty by being right. Or guilty of being right. Ozzy. Boom.
Oh yeah.
There he is.
Oh. Interesting.
That makes
Yep,
sense.
yep. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. This one is very difficult.
But
But if someone gets it, you're amazing.
I know just because you made this.
Yeah, right. You have to know where it comes from.
Right,
But notice
yeah,
it's
yeah.
jeans. It's not a suit. It is
Right.
half a suit.
half
Who
a
would
suit.
wear like casual jeans? There you go.
It-
Elizabeth
it
got
is.
it. Michael J.
Yeah.
Fox.
Again.
There you go.
Yeah.
That is Alex P. Keaton. And there's the famous painting.
And what was his deal? Like he wanted to be like a young businessman. Or
He was
like
a
what?
Republican, and his parents were liberal hippies. So that was the contrast.
Ah.
You know, he was all about republic this and that, and you know.
My favorite scene from there is he's in a psychiatrist's office, and the psychiatrist is trying to test him, and he throws a handful of change down on the floor, and he says, "That's 5 dimes, 2 quarters, and 1 nickel." He couldn't see it. He was just going off the sound of it,
Right.
just to see how money driven, Alex was, and he was just on it.
That's right.
It was great.
All right. What do you think?
Oh.
Hmm.
Wait, is that a bow tie? Oh no, it's
A little
like
bit for hair.
for the hair.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, putting a.
Right. Oh,
I
here
got
we go.
nothing.
Cheryl's getting this one. Vicky from Small Wonder. There she is right there. Remember? Oh, she talked with a monotone voice.
I hardly
Yep.
remember that.
Oh, you don't remember the robot girl?
I remember Darrell.
Oh, I know this.
Darrell with the dots. Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
I think everybody should know this one.
Yeah,
This-
I won't
this'll
give
be
it
cool,
away.
too.
Is it Leaf?
Wait, you don't know it?
Make like a tree?
No, it's not Biff.
Oh.
There it is. Guilty got it. Ferris
Oh, fair. Oh, right. The
Bueller.
Yeah.
the sweater.
It did a
The
pretty
V-neck
good job of
sweater.
his face too,
Yeah,
actually. You
yeah.
know what I mean? I mean, that's pretty decent. I could see that animated. The hair looks good too. Like, yeah, it's a pretty good generation. All right. And everybody who knows me will know this one. Another one of my top 3 sitcoms from the 80s.
Why are there 2 shorts?
Oh, I don't know. That's
And one
funny.
shoe.
And one
And
shoe.
one shoe,
That's all you
yeah.
need. The cummerbund. There you go. Greg Pfeiffer got
Oh,
it. Balky
Balky, of
Bartholomew. Don't be ridiculous, cousin Larry. There it is.
Uh-huh.
Larry and Balky, cousins, hanging out. Let's see. Did I have? Oh, and I think that's it. I was trying to do Mona, and then I thought, no, that's ridiculous. I tried Angela. That was ridiculous. I tried Tony. It was just like normal clothes. I was like,
Normal clothes,
whatever.
like, who is
So I
this?
just, who's the boss? Who's the boss?
Who's the
You know,
bad?
Who's the boss? Who the boss? Anyway, so that's it. That's the game.
I won.
Yay.
Everyone, everyone
Oh,
nailed it.
fun with AI. Yes, sir. last night. I didn't expect to. This wasn't planned or anything, but I ended up watching Desperately Seeking Susan.
Wow.
Oh, you did.
I did. I watched the whole thing.
I watched the trailer because I couldn't remember what the story was.
Was
It
there a
was-
story?
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
couldn't remember the story either.
It was something
And you
about
watched it last night.
Yeah. Well, no, okay. So like the story
everybody
is,
wants Madonna and her name is Susan, and then somebody's going around killing somebody. I don't
yeah,
know.
like it
That's
was
what I got out of
mistaken
the trailer.
identity. It was a bored housewife looks in a newspaper and sees desperately seeking Susan, this girl who's like looking for people or who a good time or whatever, and she follows her around to see like what adventures this Susan is getting into, and then she sorry spoilers, but you know she's following her around, and then she ends up kind of dressing up like her, and then she bumps her head, gets amnesia, and then people think that's her because she's dressed up like her. So now it's mistaken identity throughout the entire movie. But then they threw in this stupid like plot about some guy who's stolen an ancient artifact from like Egyptian artifact, but they're earrings. So she's wearing ear. I was like, no. Like it's just there was too much crap thrown in the pot and mixed up. Like he's running around with a gun and trying to get people, and I'm like, what is this? I thought this was like a fun like comedy at first, and then it's like this really crappy action flick that's just it was weird. I mean it was a fun watch, but yeah, they just tried too many genres all at once, I think. So
Is that Madonna's first movie?
yeah,
Yeah.
first and last, I think.
No.
That's right. Yeah, it came out 40 years ago this month.
Wow.
So it's a special occasion.
Wow.
40th
I wonder what
anniversary.
album that was during. Was that right after Like a Virgin? Probably. I mean, that was like right at her peak.
What year
I
was
think.
it? 85?
85, right?
I bet that's right.
Yeah.
So
I mean, she
yeah.
was huge when that movie came out. You couldn't, it was her and Michael Jackson. It seemed like, as far as pop culture goes, they were just everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Like Taylor Swift now, kind of.
yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good time. And then also I've been playing the new Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
I heard that
Just
was
got
good.
released. Yeah, it's pretty epic on the PlayStation 5. It is pretty good stuff.
What is it? What's it like? Wait, is it
It's
like
open
the
world,
old,
right?
No, it's not open world. It's more like a Tomb Raider game. It's like adventure. It's like
Oh, okay.
RPG. You can level up stuff and inventory, and so yeah, it's a lot of.
So not like the old LucasArts.
No, not like the
story
old
driven,
Scum
like
interface with the pick up,
Yeah.
touch, eat, look, take.
Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis.
That's it. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
great one. Yeah, yeah. Actually, there was the other one. It was like Indy 3, right, with his dad.
Oh yeah, they did make that because they had the Grail manual. It was the instruction book.
Yeah, and then because we played it on the Amiga,
Yeah.
Indiana Jones. Now I gotta search for this. That's the one like I have good memories of. Here's the box. Let's see. Can I get a bigger size, large? Okay, so. Well, that's too big. Okay, well, anyway, here it is. If anybody remembers that.
Oh yeah.
A graphic adventure. Good
That
stuff.
was great.
Loved it. We named the dog Indiana.
The only problem with that game was you kind of knew where it was going because you'd already seen the movie.
Oh yeah, right. That's true. Yeah, that's like watching The Last of Us. Me and my wife were watching that, and we played the games. We played 1 and 2, and
See,
it's
I
all
never-
fresh in our head.
I never did. So when spoiler, when Joel got killed, I was like,
Oh, that was a major
what-
spoiler
how-
right there.
"What the? How can you kill the main character?" And
Yeah,
then I got mad and started like Googling shit, and I was like, "Oh, it's in the game." Well, that's
yeah, because we were like, Oh yeah, let's see what happened in part 2, because like season 2 is the second game, like word for word, scene for scene, like everything is very true to the game. So we're like, oh man, when does Joel die? Like we're trying to guess. We're like, I think it was like halfway through the game, maybe, or and then it was like setting up. We're like, oh wait, I recognize this room. Oh, this is where he dies. I remember the big window. Anyway, so yeah, playing the game definitely spoils it, but it's cool how like accurate they are with everything they do. It's the most faithful reenactment of a game I think I've ever seen. So yeah, good stuff. And I did like Mortal Kombat the movie, even though it's cheesy as crap. But
The original?
yes, the
Yeah,
original.
I watched it several times. I doubt it holds up now, but that's okay.
No, it
That's
had a
not the
great
point.
soundtrack. I remember.
Yeah, it did. Yes,
Yeah,
it did.
did it have like Nine Inch Nails or something?
I think so.
It had like
Yeah,
some industrial
yeah,
artists, and it was really cool. Like The Crow. The Crow had a great soundtrack too.
yeah.
did.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only Cure song I really like is "Burn," the first song on the Crow
That's
soundtrack.
right.
And
Yeah.
it's not that I don't. Cure just never grabbed me, but that song was great.
Oh yeah.
So in the '80s, you were like big into the hair metal stuff, like everybody else. Like
Um,
was that like your main genre?
Absolutely. It was for the same reason we talked about last night too. Just when you're in a
MTV.
small town. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe LA or New York where you can, stumble upon more music culture, I guess. But everything was just vanilla being poured through MTV straight into my brain.
Yeah.
And so it's all we knew. I moved away and then all of a sudden this huge world of music opened up and I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah.
I've been so sheltered, but you know, it
What
was
like
it was fun to live in it.
what did you get into? What would you say is like your
I
now?
no,
What is
I like
your
anymore. I like I've been into like indie psych rock, the Black Angels down in Texas and I like I really like everything though. I like Air. They're from France,
Yeah,
more
yeah.
melodic, kind of that. But here's the truth and the reality of it too is, you kind of get older and you're not as angry or rebellious and that music, especially 80s metal, it kind of went for that person. And I was that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
growing up in adolescence. I'm rebelling against authority, my parents, and every other thing every kid does when they're 16 years old. And Metallica knows me. You know what I mean? And my
Yeah.
parents
Yeah.
are idiots. I mean,
Yeah.
I think
Right.
that's the same loop that's been going on forever, whether it's Marilyn Manson or Metallica or, enter whoever's that band now, maybe Ghost. I don't know. They're not
Right.
really rebellious though. They're more like ABBA with a dark theme. It's crazy. I do
Right.
like those guys though too.
Yeah.
But yeah, same experience you guys had, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that makes
God,
sense.
I
Yeah,
was
like
gonna say something, but I forgot what
yeah, all
now.
the industrial and stuff, stabbing westward and all
Yeah.
the
Gravity Kills.
yeah. I mean, there was just so much of it, and I was just like soaking all that up too. And it's like later in life, it's like I listen to it less and less because it's like brings back like yeah, like these hard. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I don't need that anymore. Like I like kind of fun stuff. Like people gravitate back to like the fun 80s side, like the people that sang about partying, like Poison
Yeah.
and stuff.
Sure.
I feel like more than like Guns N' Roses was more gritty singing about reality, people
Sure.
drugged up in an alleyway or something. And it's like, wouldn't you rather have more fun and listen to something lighter, like
Well, and I
the
think in a way too, I think you realize, well, at least I do, as I've gotten older, that, because my parents used to say, you realize what that's doing to you, and I'm like, get out of here, But
yeah.
I mean, I do think there is some truth to that, and it's not to say that I don't. I mean, I love Tool. I still go through phases where I want to go home. There's nobody in the house, and I want to rattle the windows, and I want that energy of big, loud, powerful music and stuff, but it's just got a kind of a different message to it or whatever. And yeah, for the most part, I'm not really an aggressive person, even though back then when I was listening to Metallica and Anthrax and Slayer and that kind of stuff. It just suited my, I guess, my internals in a way. And I'm just not that person anymore. And I'm envious of people. The tattoo artist I went to high school with, he's got the store next door, and I've been friends with him forever. That guy, I am so jealous of him. You can walk in here on Saturday and Iron Maiden is playing at 110 decibels and he is feeling it like he is 16 years old again. And I just go, man, I would give anything for that. He's heard Iron Maiden 30 billion times and it just makes his day. And I'd love that. But
I loved when I asked Eric Singer what album he would put on to test like new gear, and when he said Steely Dan, I was just like, oh, I love this. I love this. Here's this like the drummer for Kiss, and he's like, yeah, what I'd put on is Steely Dan.
He's a huge jazz guy.
I love that.
His parents were musicians, or his dad was, or one of the two. And I don't want to speak for him like I know him that well, but I think he had a big upbringing in a lot of different music. He is well versed in music. One of those that you're just like, yeah, you've got a library bigger than mine. But good for him.
Yeah.
But Steely Dan, it's funny, if you were to say that, the audiophiles really kind of make fun of that would be passe, because it's just been used so many times. Those recordings are so good, and I'm with him. I use Steely Dan all the time to sell speakers. If I've got to sell speakers, I need something that sounds good and that people know.
Mm-hmm.
And so putting on some piece of eclectic music that might have, really great sonics and really showcase a stereo or a set of speakers, it doesn't do anything if that person doesn't instantly relate to it and go, I at least like this song. I know the song and I know the way it should sound. Therefore, I have a reference to what I'm hearing now.
Yeah.
So, Dire Straits, Steely Dan, they're kind of a cliche stereo store salesman tactic.
Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, absolutely. Rumors, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh yeah.
The way those heartbeats come in around 2 minutes. Seriously, I mean, audio people and stereo people are very, very funny.
Yeah.
And some of them can laugh about it and some of them take it way too seriously, but it is what it is.
Nobody should take themselves that serious.
Yeah.
No, man.
Yeah.
I saw your video about CDs the other day. It almost has like 1 million views too, by the way.
That thing just went parabolic.
Didn't that just come out?
Yeah, like
a week ago or something.
Yeah.
Or?
Well, tell me you guys don't have this experience too, where you put out this video and you're like, man, this is really good, and it just tanks.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
and then you
most of our videos.
Well, but then you put out a video and you're like, man, I'm gonna get eaten alive in the comments. This is all regurgitated information, and it just have you
yeah, all the time.
The people that say they understand the YouTube algorithm are trying to create a channel on to teach people the YouTube algorithm. Because if you knew the YouTube algorithm, you'd be making millions of dollars making videos.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those things.
Well, and the thing is about the algorithm, people say, well, you need to optimize for the algorithm. That's completely false.
Yeah.
There's like non-programmers trying to explain how an algorithm works. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. It's not a push system. It's a pull system. So an algorithm is set for me. It's what I see. It's not what I deliver to the world. It's what I see. It's literally someone picking and choosing what to show me. So it's attached to me. The algorithm is me.
And it's constantly changing because of that.
Right. And it's changing because of my view habits, what I like, what I click on, when I interact with, what time I do it, what device I use it, all that kind of stuff. That's my algorithm. It's not we got to make sure it's in 5 seconds we have to do this and we have to, keep the retention up. That's all just people talking. It
Yep.
has nothing to do with anything.
But I also think that people at YouTube who are programming all this, they also go through their own whims, and they're like, we're gonna push this, we're gonna push that.
Sure.
Yeah,
Shorts.
yeah, and they can
You
do
know?
it, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because Caleb and I were looking back at our stats earlier today, and it's like you can see like when they were pushing a certain video, when they push a certain video, people watch it, and then they stop pushing it, and then
yeah.
our views go down.
Right.
It's
It's like they turn the faucet. They
That's-
just
yeah,
turn it on,
that's
right?
not
and
up
then
to
then they
us.
close it real quick, you
Yeah.
know.
But I think it shows that, like, well, if you did show this to people, they would watch it.
Yeah. And that's a test to see if enough people you know, the algorithm that shows me what I want, it's showing that there's an audience that are not interested in that. It's not saying the there's not a fit for this, or that there's something wrong with the content. They're just saying there's enough people, that the sea of people, there's like hardly anybody in there with the perfect you know, the stars are aligning for this person to just say, oh my God, this is what I need. You know, YouTube can't discern that, so it just turns it off. It's like, well, I'm wasting my time here because there's literally nobody interested in this. I'm going to turn the tap off, you know. And then that's the misnomer. People going, well, I guess I need to do something special. Well, by doing something special, you can just change your content completely and hope that there's people that are interested in that. But if you're a filmmaker, if you're like a content creator making a certain thing, just keep making that thing. Because, like, you know, it's like, well, nobody's interested in the 80s anymore. Hey, Darrell, you want to just do a ballet review? Like, how about that?
review.
It's completely different, but hey, I bet the algorithm will love that. It's like, what? That makes no sense, you know?
Yeah. There's a difference between creators though that are creating for monetization and then those that are, I don't know, and I think it reads
Yeah.
through a little bit. I do. At least I want to believe that. You know, that the people that are, you know, I can watch a video and tell what's behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can see it. You know, is it how formulated is this?
Right.
You know, and if you watch 2 or 3 videos, you start to see the pattern really quick that, you know, they're following a formula. They know how many pieces of B-roll to get in the first 5 seconds, how many to get in the first minute, and it's just repeated.
Mhm.
And but, you know, there's no right or wrong. It's just different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like with us, you know, we constantly put stuff up that we know we can't monetize because we're like, let's just use this copyrighted track because it works the best in this moment.
Yeah.
And there's just nothing else that can work. So, hey, Darrell, this one's just not going to be monetized. In fact, we don't even tell each other anymore. We're just like, well,
or like
this one's obviously not going to make money.
in 1989, we made a music video for Metallica's Battery.
Yeah.
We can't strip the music out of that, but we don't want to not show people, so whatever, we put it up. And
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys do. You know, I mean, because you have to almost look at it more like an advertising piece for other content.
Yeah.
You know, and let it just be what it is, because you know it's a piece of history.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. And this is like, you know, E&D, like this channel is like a passion thing. Like this is like what we love to do. So we'll never be like a, you know, formulaic bow down to an algorithm or anything like that. But, you know, if we had like some other side, you know, business or company, sure, we could try being formulaic in order to make money. But this isn't like a moneymaker thing. This is like oh my God, we just have to create this stuff. We just always feel like
Well,
we
it's
just need
apparent.
to.
You guys always have. I mean, when did you guys start? When's your first video? What, you know, I mean, back in the day when you got the security camera, how old were you guys?
So we didn't meet until
Like
1988, but I got the camera in 86. So me and my sister were making like little, like, you remember the show Bewitched?
Yeah, sure.
So we loved Bewitched, and that was the first thing I did was like, you know, I was Darren, and you know, we had ourselves like disappearing, and we're like, hey, honey, I'm home, you know. So we had little skits going on, and that was like my very first thing. In fact, that's probably like the first video on this channel. If you
Oh, cool.
look all the way back, it's like that. It's black and white. It looks really rough. I was 8 years old. Or was I 8? Was I 8? Yeah, I think I was 8. Anyway,
Did you guys
um,
ever consider film school or anything like that? Going that far with it? Or I mean, because it was obviously a passion at a young age. You know,
yeah.
did you
Well,
think about something like that or?
I really wanted to, but I was bad at school because I just hated school and I
Yeah.
always wanted to just, hang out on my, Amiga and just make things and do things and teach myself like programming and stuff. And so since I didn't finish high school, so I definitely couldn't have gone to film school or anything like that. Um, but Darrell did.
I
You
did.
did.
Yeah.
Savannah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
I lived there for a blip.
Oh, really?
What is the crazy holiday in Savannah? St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
I mean, my God,
Yeah.
that was yeah. So
Eric came
what?
and visited me for St. Patrick's Day.
My nephew went to
Yeah.
film school there too for a semester.
Huh.
Did you enjoy that?
Uh, so SCAD, it was an art school, and I had spent all of my life growing up doing art, like drawing. I was really big into drawing, and so by the time I got to college, and I wasn't that great of a student in high school, but I started kind of getting really curious about things, and I wanted to learn
Yeah.
new things. So I found myself at SCAD, and the core classes were like color theory and drawing one and drawing, and I'm like, I've been doing this forever. So I spent 2 years there. I took all the major classes I could, and they didn't have filmmaking back then. It was video production. Um,
Mhm.
and I took all the major classes I could, and then I transferred to Georgia State in Atlanta, and I minored in anthropology and worked at the radio station there, which was a 100,000 watt college radio station,
Cool.
which was awesome, and had a really great college experience. So
Yeah, good.
yeah,
Yeah, Savannah was fun. That was a fun town. I lived in Athens for a little bit too,
oh wow,
and then yeah, yeah. I went down to audio engineering school
Full
in
Sail,
Orlando. Yeah, Full Sail. Yeah, Full
okay,
Sail graduate
Oh
2000.
man.
oh
Yep, yep,
nice,
yep.
I got
Well,
so many of those flyers, Full Sail, like doing film. They have a big film
yeah,
thing
they
down
do
there.
now, especially.
I thought that was really cool, but well,
It
neat.
it it was a bummer because in 2000, well, in 1999, I graduated in 2000. 1999 Pro Tools came out. So we're learning on 128 input consoles. The old school huge
yeah,
mixing desks. That's what they taught us. And the next year, everybody with $1,500 in their pocket could get a Pro Tools rig and start recording their own bands. So uh, uh, career obsolescence overnight.
Oh
But
yeah.
it was fun. Led to other things. No harm, no foul. But yeah,
yeah.
It's good to know the inner workings, though. Really, like you had a one up if you go. You know what I mean? Like from someone who just starts, digital, with a DAW. I mean, it's like now with people going to school for uh, programming, software development. Well, sorry to say, but that's gonna, that's changing rapidly as I speak. So being a programmer before AI codes 100%, it's just a one up, right? So
yeah.
it's nice to know what's under the hood, but you don't need to.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I agree. I mean, because I did continue to do some recording and stuff like that, and just the fundamentals of compression and limiting and how to really truly EQ without just going to a preset inside of Pro Tools was huge. Was it worth the price I paid? No, but it was a great experience, and I did get a lot of good fundamentals out of it, like
I
you're
mean, you
saying.
trained your
mhm.
ears,
Yeah, absolutely.
and
Definitely.
now you use those every day for what you're doing.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. No. I mean, I've always, like you guys, I was the same way. Music was everything to me. I was an introverted kid in a school of 63 other kids. That's it. It was a small school,
Wow.
and we lived out in the middle of nowhere. And so I got home, it was, music till sleep, wake up, school, music till sleep. That's just all I had. We didn't have cable TV, we didn't have video games, we didn't have anything. So it was literally in the middle of nowhere in Iowa with 30 cassette tapes that I had heard more times than is, necessary. Let's put it that way,
Yeah.
Yeah. Good times
Nice.
though.
Hey, Scott. Scott on tape.
Scott on tape.
He said Eric is the algorithm.
Fellow YouTuber. Have you ever heard of Scott on tape?
I haven't.
He's got a cool channel. He goes around and goes to like
cemeteries and
well, yeah.
places where people die. He investigates deaths of celebrities and different grave sites, and also
well, his tag is your pop culture tour guide. But
yeah,
I mean, he does more than just
film
like
locations.
Graves. It's not that depressing.
One of the best ones he's done, I think, lately was when he went to the Brady Bunch house and walked around and filmed inside. It was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's
Cool.
totally cool.
I like, my YouTube span is huge. I'll watch anything. Have you ever watched the carpet cleaning videos?
Carpet cleaning
No.
videos?
Oh, okay, yeah. The producer is nodding his head. So I'm telling you, they bring these rugs into these rooms with, all the drainage in the floor, and they take power sprayers and they spray it in slow motion and pull this dirt and oil out of, and it goes from this burn that thing now, and 5 minutes later it's like, that's the most beautiful rug I've ever seen in my life. And they'll do it for a half hour, or they get the detailing shops for cars where they bring the soccer mom van in that's got Cheetos and think of the worst, it's got more Doritos pushed into it than anything. And they just sit there and they detail it, and by the time you're done, it's this great satisfaction video where I can just I don't want to do it myself. There's no way I want to go outside and do it, but I love to watch other people do it. So nothing in YouTube, at least for me, is out of bounds as far as topics go. I will explore anything. There's something out there for everybody.
One of my favorite YouTube channels of all time is called Vacuum Wars. And it is a guy who reviews vacuum cleaners.
Oh, cool.
more and more recently, they've all been robot vacuums, but like he still does, the classic uprights and everything. And I just love the way he produces his videos.
Sure.
And the depth of which he creates his rating system and puts all the tests and he purchases everything. He doesn't get them from the manufacturers, so it's all above board and
yeah, it's cool though. People can make anything entertaining.
Yeah.
There's another channel I watch where all he does is go around to pools of water where, they get a flood warning, and he goes around to drains in the streets and he unclogs them. And you watch for 20 minutes, you're watching this water slowly come in.
Like
and then
ASMR.
total ASMR. And you start getting the spin, the tornado spin, and then that's the money shot. And you can feel every other viewer out there watching this just go. Exactly. Yeah, it's great. Wow. Yeah, it's great. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
they figured out the algorithm.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
Yeah, faceless YouTube. We'll just watch drains unclog. It'll get millions of views.
Yeah. Wow. That's funny.
Tell you what, guys, I just got that text. I've got to get home.
Okay.
I really appreciate you having
Thanks
me
for
on.
coming on, Kevin.
Invite me again, please. I'd rather come on your
Absolutely.
channel. This is way more fun. So yeah,
awesome.
Just hit me up.
Cool.
I appreciate it.
Well,
Cool.
dude, thanks a bunch.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Take
Bye.
care.
Later.
See ya.
Nice. Well, cool.
All right.
Yeah, well,
What time
let's
is
see
it?
here? You know, it's almost time for the intermission. In fact, probably a good little time here.
Yeah.
Let me see if we're missing something here on our docket here. Let's see. We did the character clothing quiz. Oh, you had some little news item, or do you want to save everything for part 2?
Yeah, let's just,
Okay.
give people something to look forward to.
Yes. Okay. Well, this is our Easter themed show, so you may or may not see a few Cadbury egg commercials coming up here soon. Yeah. And so, yeah, we will see you after the intermission. Stick around, and there's plenty more for you.
And just to let you guys know, I've seen some questions go by in the chat. We'll get to those in the next thing. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them over the intermission, and
We'll queue them up.
we'll queue them up.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
You're looking at a very unusual kind of egg from Cadbury that's only around till Easter. Its shell is pure, rich Cadbury milk chocolate. But look, inside sits a sweet, creamy yellow yolk surrounded by delicious white filling. Cream eggs from Cadbury. Why, they're the best thing to come along since the Easter Bunny. And when he's gone, they're gone.
What you doing? Mom's hoping it's color eggs with Pa's Easter egg color kit. Look at all this stuff. You drop a color tablet, the vinegar and Wooders, then dip a hard-boiled egg. Pretty. Hey, this is fun. When it's dry, I like to rub on cotton the rabbit. I like to keep my eggs in the egg holder. I like to put my name on mine. Which way do you like them, Jamie? Scrambled.
Pa's Easter egg color kit comes with everything seen here.
When you drive to Wendy's and order a single, you get more beef than the Whopper or the Big Mac. At Wendy's, you never have to ask, where's the beef?
Monday, it's Flash Spiegel with Snoopy's Secret Life, where Charlie Brown loses Pooch to life in the fast lane. Then it's a comedy extravaganza, the all-new Daffy Duck's Easter show.
We'll return after these messages.
Easter's coming, bringing a treat, a Cadbury favorite, something you eat. Cadbury's Easter cream eggs.
Nothing else tastes anything like them. Cadbury's milk chocolate makes up the shell, rich cream of vanilla, and the most delicious golden candy yolk any egg ever had.
They're in the stores now, but they won't be long. Just until Easter, then they'll be gone. Cadbury's Easter cream eggs. Woo!
You can get them wherever you buy candy bars.
Cherry's a girl who wanted to be taken seriously.
I am going to be a reporter.
But her body kept getting in the way.
Pretty girl, you could be a model.
Sometimes I just wish I were a guy.
No, you don't. The male body needs sex at all times. It's a living hell.
So to prove to the men in her life she had a mind, Cherry decided to try life as a guy.
How do I look?
Dashing.
My zipper's open.
That was the dashing part.
What a fox. Dresses like Elvis Costello. Looks like the Karate Kid. I'm gonna get him.
Today's woman has the freedom to be just as sick and perverted as us guys.
She learned their secrets.
I have surprise jock inspections 3 times a week. A word to the wise.
And dated their women.
Yeah, but I got this one rule. I never go out with girls who say bitching.
Now the question is,
What's going on?
Wait, it gets better.
can a girl tell the boy she loves
Terry's such a stallion. Go on, show me your hairy chest.
she's not the man he thinks she is?
Wait a minute, are those what I think they are?
Yep, it's one of a kind. My bro.
Just one of the guys.
Just confused.
Of course you're confused. You're wearing my underwear.
Hi, I'm Jason Bateman, and I'll be right back with One to Grow On.
Will you please turn that down, son?
See what? The go-go. Just low, y'all.
Young man, will you please turn that thing down?
I'm chilling.
Noise. Well, there's a difference between enjoying music and driving people around you crazy. There's a time and a place for blasting your music, and this isn't one of them. See, other people have a right to their peace and quiet. And not everyone cares to hear your favorite music when you do. And blasting in public can also be downright illegal. So turn it way down. You can have your music, and people around you can have their peace and quiet, too.
So hard to give stuff in the name and all you rappers are dark, but now you see head the boys get me upset.
And that's One to Grow On.
What's she doing, Bunny?
Painting the perfect egg.
Painting eggs. At my house, Mom brings holidays chocolates. Want one?
Colors as pretty as my eggs.
Holidays chocolates. Delicious milk chocolate in pastel-colored shells.
May I suggest something?
I'm all ears.
Give holidays.
There's nothing like holidays for your holidays from the makers of M&M's chocolate candies.
Oh, and another thing. They don't break.
Save on fashion activewear for spring during the Easter sale at Target. Save 30% on active tops and bottoms for men, women, and juniors. Target sale price from $5.59 to $13.99 apiece. And save 30% on fashion tops and shorts for boys and girls. Sale price from $4.19 to $6.99 apiece. Target, we've got the look, we've got the price. Spring activewear for the whole family. 30% off during the Easter sale at Target.
The girls of Holy Grace have a reputation to uphold.
Day-o. Say day, you say day, you say day, you say day. I'm not gonna let you miss anything.
Hi.
Stay away from him, he's a boy.
We had a deal.
We made a deal when I was 7 and a half. Nightlife with the Muppet Show.
Sorry.
You can do any step you can do.
I hate him.
He's a guy and he's alive. What's there to hate?
He's just, you know? I mean,
Is he gonna call you tomorrow?
I think so.
You are grounded.
We're in this thing together, huh?
You sure are.
The moves, the music, the movies.
Let's do it.
Girls just want to have fun.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, at Cornell, it really doesn't matter. I'm Cookie Chick. That's right, Cookie Chick. And both the chocolate-covered egg and myself are custom-decorated Carvel ice cream cakes made fresh daily at participating Carvel ice cream stores for Easter.
Now, would you like to send one to a friend? Please call the toll-free number that you see listed here, and we honor most major credit cards. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Joan London. Join Alan Thicke and me for all the fun of the Walt Disney World Happy Easter Parade.
Live from the Magic Kingdom and Epcot Center.
Easter Sunday on ABC.
I love Easter. I just wish Grandma could be with me. She'd love my new bonnet. She'd say over and under and slip it on through.
If you want
want to show someone you love that they are a part of your life this Easter, there's a very special way to do it. Give a Hallmark Easter card.
Grandma remembered.
Hallmark, when you care enough to send the very best.
Thanks, Easter Bunny. Thank you, Easter Bunny. Thank you, Easter Bunny. Thanks, Easter Bunny. Thank you, Easter Bunny. Thanks, Easter Bunny. All the world loves M&M's. They're pure milk chocolate joy in a candy shell for everyone.
M&M's chocolate candies. The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Thank you, Bunny.
Stephen King, your favorite novelist and master of modern horror, has written his first motion picture screenplay. It combines all the elements of his creative imagination. Lovable pets, classic cars, quiet evenings, favorite films.
Kill the son of a...
Good idea. Adorable kids.
Help me! It's after me!
And of course, a monster or two. Experience a series of electrifying adventures as seen through Stephen King's Cat's Eye.
Where's your sense of humor?
Stephen King's Cat's Eye.
Hey, Dudley Rabbit here. Easter's almost here, so hurry up with those eggs.
Hi, I'm Clara Clucker. Dudley asked me to tell all you moms about his new improved shaken egg. It makes Easter eggs that are downright egg-siding. Get it? Well, come on, Mom, I'll show you. Just pour Dudley's dazzling new dye mix into the shaker bag. Now dip a hard-boiled egg in warm water, put it in the bag, and just shake away. Oh, isn't that fun? Oh, and here's what's new. Dudley's new formula dyes and dries instantly, right in the bag. Have you ever seen such wonderful colors? So, Mom, take it from me, Clara Clucker, and this year get Dudley's own shaken egg, the better-than-ever way to color Easter eggs. And look for Clara Clucker's Happy Easter Egg, the colorful giant blow-up egg with pictures of me and all my Easter friends at fine stores everywhere.
Hi. Know what? Today my daddy went shopping for a TV. He drove all over town. And when he got home, was he mad? Everybody knows Fred Rated has everything.
You know, nobody has a bigger selection than Federated. The biggest selection of the latest Sanyo, audio, video, component systems, and more. And you cannot make the best choice without the best selection.
My daddy went to Federated, and now he's happy. Thanks, Fred.
You find it all at Federated.
Everyone's getting ready for Easter, including JCPenney.
I saw the Easter Bunny.
Sure. I just saw a giant pterodactyl in the bathtub.
Save 25% on boys' suits and all Stafford and Gentry suits for men.
Whoa! I just saw the Easter Bunny.
Save 25% on women's suits and girls' dresses. It's the Easter sale going on now through March 25th at JCPenney.
Why I Like Showbiz Pizza by Jennifer Marie Adams. Showbiz is where kids of all ages can have fun with rides, games, shows, and pizza. If you're a kid, I highly recommend you go. You could even bring your little brother.
You got it right, it's time for fun. And Showbiz Pizza gives our #1. You can dance, you can play, you can do it your way. Showbiz Pizza, where a kid can be a kid.
What's up?
Thanks for hanging in there with us, everybody. We had a fun first half hanging out with our buddy Kevin.
We did.
Yeah.
It was excellent.
He's a cool cat with some cool stuff. And,
speaking of cats, anybody seen oh, what just happened to my mic? Just went.
I don't know. It's like it's like the universe did not want you to say that.
Whoa, is it doing it again? What is going on? Like, I feel like something is strange.
You are strange.
Cat's eye.
Everybody knows you are
like, I don't remember that. I remember, like, Cat Cemetery. Was that? No, Pet Cemetery.
Pet Cemetery. It's just
it's only for cats, y'all.
Only cats. Keep your gerbils out of here.
Get out of here. Where's his sense of humor?
Where's his sense of humor?
Yeah, that was a lot of bunny commercials, Easter egg commercials.
Sure was.
Let's get into some.
All right, I just want to answer a question and be done with it.
Questions. Let's do that.
Okay. Where is Carol? Carol was our friend when we were kids. Eric met her first, and then
third grade.
We all went to Randolph together. Eventually, Carol and I dated in high school, and then we broke up, and then blah blah blah. But we stayed friends and stuff. She lives in Florida. She's doing her own thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's good. She's fine. She's a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
She's good. So there you go.
Yep. Doing good. Yeah. Did she ever like say that she went to, or she would agree to doing something on the channel, like to say hi or do anything maybe?
Yeah, she made a couple of posts a couple of years ago on the Facebook page. But
well, yeah, that's right. Yeah. She was she is in our Facebook.
The one comment
group.
I remember was like, she was like, make me famous or something like that.
So yeah, she's hilarious. It would be really fun, actually.
Yeah.
So just put that on the list of things to do. We got a lot to do. Well, let's do it. Here's a question. Will you make new 80s home videos using AI? That is a very interesting question. I have been...
You know Eric wants to.
I've been working on different models of training myself. I have I have lots of little shots of like maybe I'm trying to kind of piece together maybe music videos or I don't know, kind of try to see what I can do. But I have myself modeled. I have young Larry modeled. I don't have a good young Darrell model just yet, but
I'm hard to copy. What can I say?
But I'm gonna try for that. But yeah, it is Mr. E. It's Mr. E with the glasses and everything. So yeah, for years I've been wanting to do AI, but the thing about that is I want to be very clear on the channel, like what's AI, because at some point it will get so good no one will ever know. And I don't want all these like, oh, that's fake, this fake.
It's already insane to me, the fact that, like, you know, the image I'm seeing on the screen here, you guys can't see it, but like that a computer created that.
I know. Yeah,
I'm just like,
I mean,
what?
Yeah, already it's
we can do that.
It's pretty great. So yeah, and there's a lot of fun like interactive stuff. Like we could puppet our own selves, right? Like I could talk and emote, and it would replace me with young me. So in a sense, it really is still me, but it's AI. So it's kind of this weird, like, oh, what is it? That's strange. Also, I could transform my voice that I'm speaking now into my young voice. So is it really AI? Yes, it is AI, but it's me acting it. So I'm the puppeteer. So it's a weird thing. Yeah. But again, I wanted to be super clear and say, hey, look, we've made a new video of me and Darrell being young, and and like singing on top of skyscrapers and volcanoes and stuff. But it's AI. It will be in the title. We'll let everybody know it's AI. We're not trying to fool anybody. Because already, people think that like young Larry is AI, and it's like, or an actor or something like that. I don't know. We've been getting that for years. It's like, no way, that's real. It's so clean and crisp. And it's like, I know it's clean and crisp. We did a video about that too. It's 8mm tape. Excellent quality stuff. Luckily, we didn't record everything on VHS. I'm still very grateful that we chose such an awesome format, but yeah, I can't wait to do more AI stuff. We're just kind of waiting on it to like mature a little bit more. So,
Yep.
Good question.
Another question from earlier was, doesn't Darrell play guitar? What guitar brands does he like or own? I can't remember the exact details of the question, but to answer your question, I've always liked Alvarez acoustics.
Yeah, those are great.
I've owned a couple of those. I own one Alvarez acoustic.
Yeah, I have one
but
too.
Behind me, I have a Taylor acoustic. That's like the one I grab the most nowadays. It's a little mini, so it's smaller, easier to just like sit around with. As far as electrics, I've got an Ibanez. I was never big into the Ibanez. I also own a Kramer. You can see it right behind Eric on the wall back there. And the Ibanez and the Kramer are pretty much very, very similar. But I prefer a Les Paul. I owned a Les Paul custom for 20 some odd years, and I sold it to Larry. It's been a while now. I sold it to Larry so that he could give it to his son as a present.
Nice.
So, yeah. But really, I don't know why I was thinking about this the other day, because I don't play my electrics that often. But
I have a couple guitars around here too.
I'm wanting a Les Paul again. Probably get a black one this time.
This is one of my favorites. This is a Wilson. I have some yellow ones over here. I don't know what brand those are, but the Wilson it's really got really nice tight strings. Stays in tune. I don't even have to adjust anything. It's like, ooh, listen to that. It sounds so good. I love it. You can get them at Walmart too. $20, $30. Depends on. You know what? I would like to actually see. It has E on it. This is mine, and then Darrell will have a D on his. We're just jamming out. I'd like to put some flames on it or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to trick it out a little bit more. So.
Nice.
Nice. We had some other questions too from Dunsel 2025. Eric and Darrell, are you guys excited about the metaverse coming in like 15 years or so?
Nope. Don't care.
I don't know. I think everybody's trying to define a metaverse.
What exactly is the metaverse? It's a lot of garbage is what it is.
And we're in it now, I think. Yeah, it's a universe in a universe. Thus, the metaverse. So, a universe in a universe could be really anything.
Isn't I mean, they've already done that. They've got like
World of Warcraft.
Exactly. I was you just like pulled that right out of my head. Yeah,
that is
World
a metaverse.
of Warcraft. What Dungeons and Dragons had a multiplayer thing.
Oh yeah, MMO of some sort.
Yeah, there's lots of MMOs.
Yeah,
those are like metaverses, right?
Yeah, and like, and maybe one day they'll make the open world Leisure Suit Larry game or something like that. It's like Skyrim, but it's Leisure Suit Larry. That would be
I mean,
cool.
honestly, if you want to play an open world Leisure Suit Larry, just walk out your front door and go try to hit on women and see where that gets you.
Yeah.
You're playing Leisure Suit Larry.
But if you go to a public bathroom in a dive bar, do not flush the toilet. Just don't.
And remember, Ken sent you.
Ken. That's right. What was that little song? You go out to the back and there's this drunk, like homeless guy.
Da 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 da. Da, 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 da,
how drunk I am.
How dry I am.
Or how dry I am.
How dry I am. Yeah.
That's funny. Good times. All right. So let's see. What else do we have here? Oh, yeah. You had some things here about MTV.
This just in. No. So for a good decade here in Atlanta, I was partnered with two buddies of mine, and we had this like film partnership. We made short films, utilizing puppets. Our company was called The New Puppet Order. And in 2017, we were commissioned by Heather Henson, who is the youngest child of Jim Henson, to produce a film. And we made this film called Nature Calls. It's been played at various events and festivals. Eventually, it was on Amazon for a while. It then came off of Amazon, but now it is available again in a new collection. The collection is called Handmade Puppet Dreams, and yeah, it's available on Roku channel now. I directed it. My buddy Sam Carter wrote it, and our buddy Bo Brown was the lead puppeteer. And yeah, we made a fun little short film that's available for consumption the world wide over.
Nice.
There you go.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah,
oh, wait.
The link is in the chat.
The link is in the chat. There it is. YouTube.com/New Puppet Order. @ New Puppet Order. So I was trying to figure out where, so you've known Heather Henson for a while, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I hung out with her not too long ago. A couple of months back, maybe like the end of last year. She was in town for an event, and so me and Elizabeth and a whole bunch of other people went and hung out with her, and it was fun.
Okay.
She's a fun person.
So I had to look her up.
That's up there.
So this might be kind of scary, but I wanted to see what she looked like as a puppet.
She already kind of looks like a puppet, so.
But that's like a weird puppet. It's not like a fuzzy, Muppet puppet. You know what I mean? This is like a wooden, creepy puppet. So I don't know about that. But anyway, I wanted the fun, like, Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to generate a new one.
It's funny. All of the Henson kids, they more heavily favor their mother, Jane Henson, than they did Jim. But I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Slap a beard on her. She might look just like her dad. I don't know.
I mean, I could inquire. I could say, put a beard on this person. Weird.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, that might be really weird. Yeah, and you had some other MPO things, right?
I mean, we made a number of films over the years.
Or well, oh no, you wanted to talk about something else. I thought on Roku.
We just did.
Oh,
What are you? You over there token or something?
no, I had like so many things open. I was like confused as to where we were. Okay, yes, and I just pulled that up. Maybe I need more beer.
Yeah,
You think that'll help?
Realign
Maybe.
those brain cells.
I mean, I've only had that much. Normally, by this time, I've already had that much.
That
And I'm working
much.
on the second one, so maybe
Yeah.
that's my problem. Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh yeah.
All right, so now I did it. So this is the classic. This is what I was trying to look for. This is Heather Henson. Okay,
As a
cool.
Muppet. Yeah.
All right, excellent. All right, well, now that we've done that, that's a good thing. Oh yeah, so do we want to do a little unboxing?
Oh yes, I am excited for this.
All right, so what we have here from Mark Weiss. By the way, I have his book here too.
Probably
Dun dun dun.
shouldn't show his home address.
Oh, that's true. Dun dun dun. Such an awesome book, by the way. Okay, let me get. All right, so this is Rocked Magazine. If you just tuned in, Mark Weiss, who has photographed all the way through the 80s, all the rock stars. He was there for everything. He's bringing back metal mags. It's been brought up many times in the on our streams. You know, us reminiscing about all the old metal mags of the 80s and stuff like that. This is like a legit. Oh yeah, I guess there's probably. I don't want to show any addresses, but Mark Weiss has sent us some packages. So let's open them up. Let's see what we got.
All right. Uh-oh. Might need a razor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna grab my.
Hey, bring me one too. Oh wait, let's see. Yeah, you're right. It's got a little. Shoot, I knew I should have brought one too.
I keep an exact. This is like kids at home. Don't do what Uncle Darrell does. I use an X-Acto knife to open all of my packages.
Oh.
Which is terrible for an X-Acto knife because it just completely dulls it. But I don't give a shit. I don't know. I just like the pin kind of form factor of it.
Wow.
So, yeah.
You're a wild man.
This is how I open packages.
Okay, I'm doing pretty good with this,
hand
raw
units.
Force. Yeah.
Brute force.
Yep.
Wow. The man knows how to wrap things, that's for sure.
Yep. Yeah, for a guy that's into heavy metal, he really knows how to rap.
I see what you did there. It's like he sends out packages on the reg or something. All right. Ooh, and I commend him for his labeling because
yeah,
it's always nice to keep track of things.
Wow.
Oh, cool. A little. Check the. Don't throw this away because it's probably got something on it.
Okay, let's see.
Thanks, Darrell. After the show in May, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is like...
Oh, okay. So it's a... Oh, man. This is wild.
Cool.
Okay. Got an extra layer of this going on here.
Oh, yeah. Very cool.
Oh, are these like postcards?
Postcards. So we
Oh,
got
wow. Look at that.
Woo!
Recognize that. Yeah.
Oh, I love that he still has that shirt.
Yeah, he still has that shirt in his office.
In his office, yeah.
Bon Jovi.
I took a picture of it.
Vince Neil,
when we were
looking
there.
epic. All shot by Mark Weiss.
Oh, the Vince Neil in the classic red leather.
That's got the Burton action. That's a good one.
All right, so check this
Ooh.
out.
What is this one? Oh, Public Enemy. Oh, wow. Stop, bro.
There we go.
Oh, no way. So you got the issue. I'm still looking at. Awesome.
And then it's like two-sided. That's
Oh,
kinda
these
cool.
are awesome, dude. Where are you gone for the weekend? Wow. What in the world? Okay. Oh, yeah, he's got them labeled here. AC/DC, March 1989. Dang, this is crazy. Okay, so look what I'm looking at here. And like, it's like a file folder. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Bam. Oh, it feels good, too. Oh, this is like nice. Oh, this is definitely nice. I'm just gonna... There's Kip. Oh. Classic.
Oh, wow. Crocus.
Ace.
So this is cool. It's got like little articles. They're short articles, kind of just like giving a little background on the artist.
Yeah. Thick paper, too.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell, like...
Freaking Chris Holmes.
In the pool. Epic. Oh, wow. So, we haven't mentioned it yet, but, oh, yeah, look at that. So we're going to look at these in detail and talk to Mark and Mikhail next month. Right here, boom. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's got a handwritten note for me. They're going to be on the show here, and we're going to interview them. We're going to talk about this whole endeavor and what's going on with it, you know, what it is, how they're doing it, what their intentions are here.
Oh, yeah, look, it's our buddy Kip.
Table of contents here. Our good buddy Kip. Yeah, wow, this is, it feels really good. Like, this is this isn't no cheap, you know, thin, washed out, you know, phone book feeling kind of thing, you know, back in, like you would have had back in the day.
Oh, that's fun. It's even got some games at the back.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's funny. Oh, cool. Look, Alice Cooper's holding the book. This is cool, man.
It's a game with Alice. Like, you know, like, what's the difference?
Oh, yeah, spot the difference.
Yeah.
What? That's so funny. Oh, and he said all kinds of extra stuff.
That's so funny.
Actual circus with
very cool, Mark.
Stuff
Thanks
that
for
he
all
shot
this.
there. Oh, yeah, and this is like, you know, like looking at the old classic.
Yeah.
It's like black and white. Boom.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. Look, and there's
Twist.
I remember seeing this series, and I think there's video of this too, from that shoot. But I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, there is like some video.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at these next month. There's faces. He shot the cover here.
Hey, look, Metallica.
Look at this. Another one.
It's
Wow.
James Hetfield, and this is from back in the day, but yeah, if you up on Eric and Darrell right now is Larry Reviews Metallica. If you haven't seen it already, go check it out. Give our new series some love. What does everyone think of the new series?
Love that.
Is everybody liking it?
That's a good one there. Oh, look at the back. Oh, that's awesome. Dang, man, these are crazy. Oh, this is what's going on here.
Yeah, kiss.
And then boom.
Yeah.
Oh,
You get her
man,
a
that's
pain,
crazy,
baby.
dude. That is just crazy.
Very cool. But yeah, so Mark will be on
there's like
with
so
us
many of 'em.
next month, and we
Yes.
can
and-
chat
and-
about all this.
Yeah, and we'll dive into this a little more. And this is just a little teaser. So, wow, crazy. It's like a little Christmas morning. Dang. Oh, man, this is awesome. Thank you, Mark. Preach. So cool. So, yeah, so for now, if you want a little head start, go to rockedmag.com. You can order these now if you like. Or they have a YouTube channel. They only have 3 subscribers, by the way. I was the second one. So Rocked Mag is the username on YouTube. Also, they're on Instagram, Rocked Mag as well, and on Facebook. Easy to find. Really cool, man. Mark is just such a nice, awesome dude. It's just so, it's still really surreal just knowing him. It's crazy. So cool. Yeah, baby. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, cool. We've been holding off on opening all that stuff, for the show tonight. So I've been really wanting to do that for a while. So
Yeah.
Thank you.
Been sitting on those.
Oh, yeah. I'll be checking out Rock tonight. All right. Anyway, so yeah, next month in May, we're going to just have a whole crazy thing going on. So next month's show. Bam. The future of rock and roll. 99X. Bam.
The future of rock and roll.
What is on our agenda?
Good question.
So Larry's reviews, yes, that is going great. So I've been trying to kind of offset some Larry's reviews videos on the channel with just, some random home movie footage type things. And then I noticed, hey, I have actual Easter stuff. So I posted the Easter egg hunt with me and my sister on 86, was it? Or 87? Or I forget what year it was. And then I looked and I'm like, oh, I have like other Easter years too. I have a lot of stuff. So I think I'll try to get better, with the holidays and like post, the appropriate thing that matches with it. And there's still just so many weird things. Like I was telling Darrell, if anybody is as an editor, if you use Adobe Premiere, they have this new feature now where you can use AI to search for footage. So I can do things like low angle shot of a car, and it'll pull up that exact frame. I mean, you can do a search for whatever you want to. I did a search for fast food drive-through window, and it found all of the shots throughout all of our tapes. I indexed every tape that we have, and I was like, oh my god, here's all these shots. That's so great from in like all
How
these different.
surprising that there were a lot of fast
I-
food windows.
Yeah, like all over, like Alabama. There was one in Hawaii. There was one in London. They're all over the place.
I can't
And-
believe you came across a fast food drive-through in London.
Yeah, it was a McDonald's. Yeah, maybe it was like a walk up or something. I couldn't tell because it was in the background. We were walking around downtown. I was like, that looks like a drive-through. Like the AI thought it was, and I look at it and I'm like, I think that's what it was. Anyway, so all that to say that I'd like to start, making these themed videos where, we can pick a theme and then show all this footage related to it. But it'll be easy because all I have to do is search and I'll find all the clips for me and then I just edit them together and stuff like that. So if you start seeing these like themed things pop up on the channel, that's why, because this awesome new feature that just came out. So I'm excited about that. And you could type in words like, like I typed in the word hello, like all the times.
Words.
People say, I mean, like audible. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, man, it's really cool.
Oh man. Okay, the other day, I don't even remember where I heard it, but somebody mentioned this and brain explode moment.
Okay.
1980s, we grew up on MTV, and who doesn't remember Kurt Loder, who was known for doing the MTV news? And Kurt Loder is turning 80! 80 years old.
Wow.
Like, what? That doesn't even make sense to me. I mean, he looks pretty good actually for 80.
Oh wait, right here?
Yeah.
Oh.
70 something, but
Wow.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, I remember it was like he seemed old back then.
He seemed like the more, kind of more older, mature, hello, this is Kurt Loder for MTV News,
And it made sense because he's a news guy. So you wanted a suit.
Metallica has a new bassist. I don't know. What news?
Wow. So yeah, so he's gonna be 80, huh? So
Yeah.
what year was he born? 1945. Wow. Is he gonna do some big shindig for his 80th?
I don't know.
Should we
Let's
go
call
and
him and ask?
Ask him?
Hey, Kurt. Yeah.
Wanna go to McDonald's and pick up some fries or something for your birthday? Something?
Something. Come on, man. Let's do it.
Insane. Time keeps on ticking.
Ticking, ticking into the future.
The music video that we did for Charlie Reese.
Yes!
Brand new debut, his first single. E&D debut as well, as far as first commercial directed, produced by E&D. The music video is going to be released the same day as the single, which is May 9th.
May 9th.
So, May 9th. In fact, to make this easy on you, I will go and find. Let me see here.
Did you get any, like, video or photos? Like, I didn't take any the whole time. I mean, we were busy.
Yeah, like, okay, so here's this Instagram here.
Yeah.
Charlie Reese Music. It's also Charlie Reese Music on YouTube and everywhere else, Facebook and everything like that. He's posting like some teasers and stuff like that from the shoot. Here's a clip with Steve-O from Jackass. He was there. Yeah, we directed the video. The song is great. It gets stuck in your head. Oh my God.
It does.
It's a very catchy
tune.
Yeah, it's freaking cool. So I've been doing all of his social media and all of his, videos and clips and stuff like that too. So I'm going to be continuing to do that. Yeah, so check it out if you're curious. We'll probably remind you again when it comes out, because that's right around the corner. And we had a good time with it. We'll probably talk about the behind the scenes. I did take some photo. I mean, I took some photos and some videos on the set. We're not allowed to show any of that until the video's out. So, yeah, so that's super exciting. I know we told you guys leading up to it that we were working on it, but it was a really awesome 2-day shoot.
Yeah, it was 2 days. It was a combination of like shooting the band in a couple of different locations. Plus we had this like little, storyline that kind of runs through it, this little narrative bit. And so we had a couple of actors that we cast for the roles. I guess there were 4 in total, actually. A guy and a girl and a guy and a girl.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that was a lot of fun, man. Like it been a minute since I got to really work with some actors, and I was in it. I was so excited to do it.
Yeah, super fun. Yeah. So
and then the whole post process was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And this is all this is like a music. This is like an MTV style music video.
Yeah.
It's very reminiscent. Yeah, we just felt like, this is like what we need to be doing.
Here's a great question. What is the MTV music videos that always pops up in your head when you think of 80s MTV? For me, first thing that comes to mind is Rio. Duran Duran's Rio.
Oh, yeah? So let's see. I'm just gonna pull up screenshots because you'll know it. Let's see here. This right here.
Oh yeah. Looks like a kill.
And because like I just watching that video over and over, just being amazed, like, oh my God, look at this, like the production value, right? Like the set and everything. Now when you watch it, it's so rickety and cheap, but still, it's epic. This will always be in my head too. I'm pulling it up right now. I just
of course
on repeat. It was always on, right? And then one other one that comes to my head instantly is, and I'll show you this one. These 3 just instantly came to my head when you said that. So and here's the third one.
Oh yeah.
Addicted to Love. Oh my God.
And then for me, Synchronicity 2. The music video for Synchronicity 2. This is the album cover for The Police.
Yeah.
That's an iconic music video. They're hanging off these like post-apocalyptic jungle gyms, and it's those close-ups of Sting, and he's doing his Sting thing with his lips. He's like, yeah. I don't know, the way he purses his lips when he sings always kind of laugh.
Nice. Yeah, Take on Me for sure. That was
Take on Me. That
definitely.
Of course, that is a classic. The whole I mean, legendary music video, like beyond its time, beyond any time, really. Like to think that they could do a music video like that back in the 80s. Mm-hmm. Like I mean, I think it would be impressive if somebody came along with it now. Even though really that's just a filter you just slap on. But the fact that they, I mean, they probably
Oh
had
yeah, it
to
was
have
hand drawn.
hand drawn.
Each cell. Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was just like essentially rotoscoping.
Yeah. And it was like a good artist that did it because it had a
Yeah.
great style. It wasn't just
Yep.
tracing. It was like really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, back when you could really put the effort and money into. I mean, can you imagine how much money they probably spent on that? Which is nuts because like that was Aha's big breakout.
Yeah.
They weren't like a known band at the time. And then but they'll be forever cemented in pop culture because of that music video.
Right. Yeah.
Dollars?
$400,000.
$400,000 for the Aha music video.
Wow.
And today, adjusted for inflation.
This is for inflation.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, videos were a lot back then. These days, I mean, you're not even buying film.
Nope.
You don't have the development costs, all that kind of crap. So it's like, really, you're just buying the locations and the people, the
people.
labor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
Labor adds up quick.
But yeah. Whip It, Devo, yeah. Billie Jean, Thriller, obviously, yeah. Thriller was freaking epic. I loved all the Weird Al videos. Every Weird Al music video was just the best. I loved those. And they never played them enough, I was always like, oh, man.
Def Leppard's Photograph, I remember being played a lot.
Oh.
I like the beginning of that when it's like the drum beat goes zoom, zoom, zoom. And it's like this repeat of this person throwing a switchblade down. Switchblade, switchblade, switchblade.
Switchblade.
And then, of course, Joe Elliott's like classic outfit. He's wearing the
comic book shirt. Oh no, that's the flag.
He's wearing the
Yeah. He didn't wear the comic book shirt
with the cutoff sleeves, and he's got the scarf and
yeah. Because remember, like Hysteria, the music videos, they were like all shot in the same day or something. It was like they're all wearing the exact same thing throughout the different videos, and you're like, I think I've seen this one before. Yeah.
Yes, Dire Straits' Money for Nothing is, of course, another music video very similar in scope to the Aha
or UHF version.
Oh right, yeah. Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah. Man, I'd like to
reminisce about MTV music videos for the rest of time.
Yeah. Super cool. But yeah, so I can't wait. Because May 9th, that means that there's no turning back from the music video. There's like no editing, there's no changing. It's like it's done.
Yeah.
And it just means that, okay, what's next? It's like that has been done all the way from pre-production to production to distribution. It is complete. So it'll feel, like a nice ending to it. But kind of a beginning too, because we'll probably do more music videos for Charlie Reese, and who knows who else, like it'll just, we've gone through the process. We know kind of how much things cost and what types of effort is involved and how we communicate. When we already know that because we've been making movies for like 30 something years. So yeah, it's gonna be great. Gonna be cool, man.
Cool, man.
And then we'll do some AI music videos of us with kids. You're probably gonna see young me, Darrell, and young Larry, all three of us, all like super cool and awesome, the way that we thought we would have been, back in the day.
Well, I've liked the utilization of AI to generate young Larry for the thumbnails for Larry Reviews.
Isn't that cool?
I think that's worked out really great.
It's super cool. I haven't seen anybody comment about it. But I figured maybe like people just assume now that it's AI,
Well, I
or they
did
don't
see
know?
one comment, and they were like, "I thought I was watching a review by a kid."
Yeah, yeah. That's true. But yeah, it's fun to make those. You know, he's just like holding the album. Really cool. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like, are people just assuming? Oh, hey, look, we got action.
We got action tonight. What you talking about?
What did we get? I missed it. I saw a bunch of like emojis jumping around. Oh
We
wait,
did?
no, never mind. That's old. I'm watching. My stream isn't caught up on my screen.
You're over there watching
I
old
got our
videos?
screen. I got our screen over here, and it was like way back, like 30 minutes ago or something. E&D, did you guys ever play frog baseball?
Frog baseball. No, that's not a thing.
I don't think that's a thing.
That's not a real thing.
Yeah. Who watched Beavis and Butthead? We both love Beavis and Butthead. Even the new Beavis and Butthead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, frog baseballs from. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is great. This is great. Who didn't watch Beavis? I know, right? Let's see. Headbangers Ball, of course, was awesome. Yeah. You know, like music videos are really cool. It seems like like I'm always constantly kind of like searching. Like I'll watch generic, like I don't care who the band is. I'll do a search for official music video a lot, and just see what's out there. And then the other day I was yeah, I had to buy a new Fire TV box, you know, because like they don't last forever. I guess they overheat or something, and mine was just crashing all the time. So I bought a new one, and then I noticed, like, you know, I have to get all my apps back and log into everything. It's a whole process. But there was one app just called Music Videos. Like, what? What is that? So I was like, oh, of course, install that. And that's what it is. It's like a Netflix of music videos, but I don't know who owns it. I don't really know what. It's just called Music Videos. So if you have a Roku or a Fire TV or whatever, just there's an app for it, and there's plenty of them there. They're organized. It's like an MTV, but an app. But it's not called MTV. Yeah, it's weird. So it's kind of like having MTV again, but. But yeah, fun to make, because you don't even need a microphone. You don't even have to record audio.
You don't even need a microphone.
You can take your microphone, break it over your knee, and then throw the two pieces behind you. And just walk. You know, like an explosion's happened behind you, like something cool just happened. That's what you can do as a music video director.
Yeah.
Hello, Patrick. Brochu.
Well, we got I think that clears our list, right?
Yeah. We I could breeze through something really quick that I thought might be interesting. So I like the Google Gemini AI model. I like Gemini. I think a lot. I use it a lot more than ChatGPT because it seems to kind of do some things better. But so I wanted to find some sort of way to make a cool list, because BuzzFeed is just too slow. Usually on the show we we'll go to BuzzFeed and we're like, just find a listicle or some sort of a quiz or something, fun. But I find that AI can pretty much just make those for you. So I just typed in 19 oddly specific memories every 90s and every 80s and 90s kid shares. And it was actually kind of accurate, with some obvious ones and some not so obvious. I'll just blow through it because it's not really worth like doing a whole, thing. But anyway, number one, it has blowing into Nintendo cartridges when they didn't work. Obviously, that's a gimme.
Yeah.
Number two is the distinct sound of dial-up internet connecting.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, that one's obvious too.
Yeah.
Number three, waiting and waiting for your favorite music video to air on MTV or VH1. That, we were just talking about that.
Sure.
It's awesome. Number four, it starts to get weird here, but pretty cool. Number four, the smell of a scholastic book fair. Yeah.
What's up, Evan? Well,
Hey.
Cheap night, so happy Easter. What does Weng Chung mean in Chinese? If I had to guess, I don't think I could say that in front of polite. What I think Weng Chung means.
Well, I'm already on Gemini. Let me ask Gemini. Yellow bell.
No cheating was involved just now.
But why? Really? He was like, "We're gonna yellow bell tonight."
Yeah, you know.
Does that mean something?
Is it yellow or yellow? Nah, never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke.
That's pretty strange. So Dunsel gets it. Yes, totally. Scholastic Book Fair, the book mobile. So like, I remember when you go to the dentist's office, you got the little Scholastic books. They're like blue, and they had the white logo. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna have to Google search it.
There's like at a doctor's office, they had those. What were those series of magazines?
Yeah, the magazine. Well, shoot, I can't find exactly.
Highlights. Yes.
Highlights. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the one.
But
Highlights,
yeah, I don't remember them
yeah.
smelling like anything. I mean, what? Like a Scholastic book fair is gonna smell like a bookstore. You know, like a used bookstore. It's just all that old paper.
Yeah, it's the old paper. Yeah, like old comics, right?
A little yeah, just like same thing.
Yeah, had that certain musky,
right,
kind of
but in a pleasant sort of way,
smelly flavor to it. Okay, so let's go through the list. Okay, so that one's weird. Number 5, trying to record songs off the radio by hitting record on your tape player at just the right time.
I mean, sometimes you get a little lead in with the.
Okay, guys.
And then up next, Pop Goes the World.
By Men Without Hats.
Because you had that. That's the one I remember.
Yeah, that is the one I remember. Number 6. I never posted that on the channel, but it was one of those montage music.
Yeah.
We have a lot of montage music videos from back in the day. Anyway, so number 6, the feel of a phone cord stretched to its absolute limit for privacy. Yeah, remember that? And then you would let it go, like,
or having
like
a 50-foot long phone cord so that you could walk from your bedroom to the kitchen.
And it was all
get a
floppy.
drink.
Yeah,
and then it like it would just like bind up, you know, because it got stretched out, and then it'd be all like.
Ew, I hated that.
Tangle.
Didn't you have one of those?
Yeah.
You had a long, crazy one.
I had this like red plastic phone, and it was like angled, and it sat down in a receiver, and it had this. It must have been like a 50-foot, you know, curly Q cable, and yeah, I could go all the way to the kitchen with it.
Yeah, it was like very non-ergonomic, too, like that little weird squarey. Number 7, renting movies from Blockbuster or your local video store on a Friday night. I mean, that's just like generic, but yeah, of course. Okay. Number 8, the sheer joy of parachute day in gym class. Oh yeah, was that huge one where everybody stretches it like a drum? Yeah. Okay.
And then you all come together, and it's up in the air, and it comes down over you.
Why did we do that?
I don't know.
Like, who started that? That's so weird. Were we trying to catch somebody?
I think after the war, they had a surplus of like parachutes, and they're like, I don't know, give them to the school kids. They'll like them.
We'll have fun with it.
And so it just kind of carried on for decades.
Yeah. I wonder if they probably don't do that anymore, huh?
Yeah,
I don't know.
think so.
Number 9, eating sugary, brightly colored cereal while watching Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah,
of course.
Of course. Yeah.
Although mine weren't colorful because my mom didn't want to buy those. That meant there was way too much sugar, like Fruity Pebbles and what was the one with the toucan?
Fruity Pebbles.
No, that was
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops, yeah. Anything with colors, it was like nope. But my favorite was Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Apple Jacks.
Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I didn't even care that I wasn't allowed to have Fruity Pebbles. I was like, man, that cinnamon, that was some freaking good stuff. Number 10. The list is 15, by the way. Number 10. The Terror. The Absolute Terror.
The Terror.
The Terror. That's it. You remember that? The Terror?
The Terror, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
The
It
Terror.
came to me every night.
Every night. That's why I am the way I am.
As I lay in bed, it washed over me. The Terror.
That's where the trauma began. The Terror of the Computer Lab's Oregon Trail. What?
What?
No, dude. No, we were beyond the Oregon Trail. We were.
It's so weird to me. I don't know why, but like, I do not have an experience with Oregon Trail.
No, we were Larry and King's Quest.
Yeah, like I never played Oregon Trail. I mean, I did. I remember it being on like the Apple IIe that they would roll into the classroom.
Right. Yeah.
But I was never like, oh my god, get out of my way! I want to play it. Like,
right. Like it's so high action that it's like, oh, let me try, and it's like, no, it's just kind of slow and depressing, really. Okay, so let's see. Okay, number 11, collecting pogs and debating the power of different slammers. What?
Pogs and slammers.
We didn't do pogs and slammers, did we?
No, we didn't. Not until much later. But I think those were different things.
Okay, well, let's move on to 12 then. Using a pencil to rewind a cassette tape. Yes,
of course.
We've all done that.
Yeah.
I think I remember like the first time somebody showed me the trick. It's like, oh my god, that's brilliant! You're a genius, But yeah, it works every time, except for the round ones. Like you had to have a pencil with edges on it, because if you had a round like a pen, it would just slip. Zzz, it wouldn't, work. So you had to use some strategy. Number 13, the struggle of adjusting the rabbit ears on the TV for better reception. Sure. But we didn't really have rabbit ears. Ours was a freaking satellite dish outdoors.
Yeah, you guys had the
12-foot.
satellite dish because you lived out like far enough to where you could have it. We didn't really. We didn't have to adjust. I mean, yeah, I remember those, but there was like this secondary knob on the TV that when you turn it, that would adjust the tuning.
Right. Whoa. The video the focus kind of makes you look like a 90s music video. Remember how they'd always do that? They'd always
going in and out.
They'd love to focus on the
Yeah.
background and like bush or garbage or one of those. Okay, number 14. Getting a prize from a gumball machine that was a cheap, questionable plastic toy. Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
it probably still happens today, I'm sure. And I don't know what happened at number 15. It cut off. I think something happened and it reached a limit or something. It says the taste and texture of those, and then there's some like Hebrew looking letters. I don't know what that means. Anyway, cool list.
Hi.
Scooby Doo. All right. Well, that was the list. Written by AI. Not too bad, actually. Yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Thank you, Gemini. All right. Well, very cool.
I think we could probably roll them credits.
I think so too. And you know, me and Kim have discovered this new cooking game, this co-op cooking game on PS5 that we're probably definitely going to be diving into here in a minute. And she cooked some cooking game, yeah, where you cook stuff. She actually cooked some hamburgers too.
I'm sorry.
Like in real life.
So there's a game. It's a you. It's a,
You've never played a cooking game?
An electronic.
Oh man!
Like on the PlayStation.
Yeah, cooking games are great.
Why don't you just go in the kitchen and cook?
We did. She did. She made some hamburgers and some homemade fries.
Yeah, but then why do it electronically? I don't.
Because you're done cooking. You're done cooking in real life. Now you can take it to the metaverse.
But there's no. You get nothing out of it. At least when you cook in real life, you can then eat the fruits of your labor.
I mean, if you're cooking fruits, I guess. So this is it's like you're cooks and waiters at a restaurant. So you're not cooking for yourself, you're cooking for the public. And you're running around, you got to work hand in hand on, cooking and taking orders.
Is that the state of video games that we're in?
It's an old genre too. This genre has been out for a while.
A fucking job.
Yeah, yeah.
You're just playing a video game of doing a job.
Yeah, you can do. There's a pressure washer game too, where you can pressure wash
Why not just
vehicles.
like go get a job as a fucking waiter? You'll get paid.
Back in the day, we had
I mean, you can show up at your job and go, "Oh, it's a video game." Just think of it as a video game, and then like at the end of it, when they hand you a paycheck, you'll just be like, "Oh my god!"
Right.
I played a video game. I had fun playing a video game all day,
right.
And then they paid me. Which I guess that makes me a professional video game player.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Pro gamer.
Pro gamer.
Oh man. Anybody know what these credits are all about, by the way? Anybody guessing?
I think they come at the end of a motion picture.
These ones that we're witnessing right here. Oh, look at the.
Oh,
you get
you're
the,
just
the
grabbing
ball.
the.
Oh, it just went
away. Bye bye.
All
Bye bye.
right. Well, there we go, Angela.
Hey, desperately seeking Susan.
That is correct.
Which you watched.
which I watched.
And you do not recommend others do so.
I mean, yeah. If you want a train wreck of a movie, it was, it had some moments. I don't know. Well, I guess that's it. That's all we have to say.
Another Eric and Darrell in the can.
Mm-hmm. Tune in next month. We'll have Mark Weiss here.
That's
Mikhail.
right.
It's gonna be a good time. And maybe we'll be together on camera. I don't know. I have no idea.
That'd be fun.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Even what next week has in store for us. Who knows? But it's been very cool having you guys here hanging out. Kevin was on the show from Skylab's Audio. Very awesome.
Yep.
Had a good time.
Grateful
Cheers.
to him.
Almost
for
drank
joining
all my
us.
beer. Almost.
Oh.
Hey. And enjoy some more Larry's reviews.
Please
coming out every
do.
Friday.
Every Friday we got a new episode. So
and
check
behind
out-
the scenes. We got behind the scenes and little funny clips that we haven't actually put out yet, but we figured we'd get the show kind of rolling first and then start sprinkling those out and all that good stuff. So, rock on, everybody. Peace.
Cool.
Love.
Later.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.